Good morning, everybody. Good day, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to the Sports Talk Network. I do promise that at some point here in the future, not only will we be back on camera, but my new battle buddy, my friend, my amigo, Blue Snowball microphone that I did get for Christmas from my mother, will also be making its return. Maybe it'll be making its return for my prediction episode for my WB podcast. I don't know, maybe that week or sometime soon here in a couple weeks. Now back on camera might be a little bit longer, only because I'm trying to set up some kind of actual setup, like quote unquote real YouTubers have, of some sort. Even if it is still my couch, but at least have stuff in the background. Or actually having a desk set up and stuff around it and stuff like that, make it look more professional. Because I want this channel to be something. I want it to be my job. I want it to be my career. I enjoy what I do, giving you the news and notes of professional sports talk with a twist. And I do hope you guys enjoy the content. And for now, I know I'm not on camera, so maybe it makes it less enjoyable. But I do hope to be back on camera and hope to actually have an actual setup and have something that you guys, part of YouTube Nation, those that watch YouTube videos, can actually take my channel at least a little bit seriously. And from there, might gain subscribers because of that fact. Not just because you guys simply enjoy what I talk about or say, in my opinions, but it actually carrying a little bit more weight because of the fact that it's presented in a better way, I guess you could say. Presentation just as much as matters as much as the content you have. You need both, but I'm gonna let the other lack. Anyways, let's move on. Let's talk about what I want to talk about here. The NBA trade deadline did come and pass, and I want to just come through and share all the trades that happened. And most of them you'll be hearing the team of the Cleveland Cavaliers involved with them. So let's go down the list here, and I went to Deadspin.com, to give them props. That's where I found the list of all the trades to go through here. Again, Deadspin.com. Cleveland Cavaliers trade Isaiah Thomas, Channing Frye, and a protected 2018 first-round draft pick to the Los Angeles Lakers for Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance Jr. Well, the Isaiah Thomas experiment in Cleveland has ended just as quick as it started. So there you go. And also that I heard the Los Angeles Lakers have already played in Boston this season. So Isaiah's big video presentation of those that was supposed to happen upcoming when the Cavaliers were going to travel to Boston may not be happening. So there you go. The next one, Cleveland Cavaliers trade Jay Crowder and Derrick Rose to the Utah Jazz, and Iman Shumpert and a 2020 second-round draft pick to the Sacramento Kings. Jazz trade Rodney Hood to Cleveland and Joe Johnson to Sacramento, and the Kings trade George Hill to the Cleveland Cavaliers. So there you go. Derrick Rose and Jay Crowder going to the Jazz. Shumpert going to the Kings. Rodney Hood going to the Cavs. Joe Johnson to the Kings. And George Hill to the Cavs. So a lot of wheeling, a lot of dealing. As I have as the title of this video, the Cleveland Cavaliers resetting their lineup because today it hits reset button. A whole new. It's just LeBron James and others now. So we'll see how he does truly now carrying the team for the rest of the season. That's what he wanted. That's what he gets. One of those careful what you wish for things, but I'm sure it'll go fine. Cleveland Cavaliers trade Dwayne Wade to the Miami Heat for a protected second-round draft pick. Okay, Dwayne Wade's going back to Miami. Atlanta Hawks trade Luke Babbitt to the Miami Heat for Okoro White. Cool. Detroit Pistons trade Willie Reed and a 2022 second-round draft pick to the Chicago Bulls for Jameer Nelson and 2022 second-round draft. We'll give it there. Detroit and some back. Pistons trying to build it because now having Blake Griffin on that team, and you want to talk about Cleveland and everything around LeBron James, Now Detroit trying to muster a team around Blake Griffin and see where they go from there. Detroit Pistons trade Bryce Johnson and a second-round draft pick to the Memphis Grizzlies for James Ennis. Cool. Denver Nuggets trade Emmanuel Mudiay to the New York Knicks. Knicks trade Doug McDermott to the Dallas Mavericks. Mavericks trade Devin Harris, former Wisconsin Badger, Devin Harris, to the Nuggets, who also will acquire a future draft pick, presumably one from 2 other teams, according to ESPN. That's actually a big wheel deal there. You know, Emmanuel Moody not great, but hey, the Knicks already have a young guard with a cool name who's younger than Emmanuel. But this trade's still trying to make him younger and stronger in their lineup. So there you go. Moving right along. Portland Trail Blazers trade Noah Vanille and cash to the Chicago Bulls for the rights to a 32-year-old Serb, Milvan Rakovic, who currently does play in Switzerland. So, all right. New Orleans Pelicans trade Dante Cunningham to the Brooklyn Nets for Rashad Vaughn. On that one, Dante Cunningham could have vetoed the trade with some of the Nets, but he didn't, and he decided to move right along, go to the Brooklyn Nets, thinking maybe he has a chance there to do something. Oh yeah. Orlando Magic trade off for Peyton to the Phoenix Suns for a second-round draft pick. And the Toronto Raptors trade Bruno Capocolo to the Sacramento Kings for Malik Richardson. Man, some of these names are crazy. Some made up, but they're real. Don't worry. But that's pretty much the highlights, at least. I'm sure there were other wheelings and dealings and trades. I mean, the Bucks even picked up somebody earlier before the trade deadline. But the big news being with the Cleveland Cavaliers getting rid of a high amount of superstars or high amount of players. And resetting their lineup. For sure. Because now for the Cleveland Cavaliers, we have LeBron James, Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr., Rodney Hood, George Hill. That's not, like, seriously, everybody is new, and the only one that stayed was actually J.R. Smith. I think is still on the team. So J.R. Smith, and LeBron James, Kevin Love. So there are more than one person that stayed. But still, the point is they reset their lineup. They reset their whole roster in the last 2 hours or whatever of the trade deadline before getting to said trade deadline. You could have done it any day between the start of the season and the trade deadline. But the point is happening right up to the trade deadline. And in a sense, it makes sense. Obviously, if you're a Cleveland Cavaliers fan like my friend Jay is, and you've seen how that team's been playing the past couple of months, let alone just the past couple of weeks in their games. What was it, losing 16-24? Maybe 15-23 or whatever the number actually is. It's still losing double digits out a double-digit number. LeBron James saying they don't even deserve to be on primetime games. So he's scoffing off even people saying, oh, we'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll turn around. Saying, no, it's a serious stuff and stuff like that. Even though he didn't say that. Non-verbal is what I caught in some of the interviews in the past couple of weeks from LeBron. But now LeBron wants to have his team, and him really, along with maybe J.R. Smith and one other. I mean, around him with all these new players that actually have to play a game. I think it's today against the Hawks, or if not today, tomorrow, their next game. You have to get all these players flown in at least to there, maybe not to Cleveland, but at least to there. Get their uniforms, all this other stuff, yada yada. Later on, they'll get a tour of the Cleveland facilities when they go back or whatever. But then again, it's not like NFL where after each week you go back home for a while for practices and others. You know, the NBA season in a sense is more brilliant because it has more games and it's just continuous. You're going place to place, kind of like the WWE season, the WWE lifestyle, working WWE as a wrestler or otherwise. You know, as much fun it is, it goes in glamour and popularity. It's hard work and long days and time away from family. Well, that's just part of the business, whether it's WWE, whether it's NBA, heck, even NFL, and otherwise. Stay focused on your craft. That's how they earn, in a sense, in my eyes, earn the respect of me as a fan of all the sports and all the athletes of such sports, to include, yes, NASCAR and golf. Like I said, I may be fans of some players and teams and otherwise more than others. Okay, fine. That's how sports fans are. I just don't act like other sports fans that are trashing and destroying other fan base and other teams or mocking them too much. But, you heard in my latest, or not latest, but past videos about Ezekiel Elliott and that stuff and how I was getting annoyed with him and he gets on my nerves and this and that. See, I have a strong opinion about that. But I still doesn't mean I don't respect him and don't see how he earned his popularity, earned his place on that team and how good he is. It's just I actually have opinion, contrary to other ones. So I don't kiss everybody's butt. I'm not. I do try to spin things in a positive light. And whether you agree and like that, it's your own prerogative. But point is, here in the NBA, here are the Cleveland Cavaliers resetting their roster and all that craziness. It's certainly going to be interesting to see how the Cavaliers are moving forward. Will they even make it to the finals? LeBron James is used to being there so often, pretty much every single year. But now, with this shakeup, I actually think they're not going to. They're going to make the playoffs. Come on now. The Cavaliers missing the playoffs is equivalent to people actually believing Bray Wyatt was going to defeat Roman Reigns in the qualifying match on Monday Night Raw to enter the Elimination Chamber. Then again, he does get a second chance this upcoming Monday. But point being is, in that equivalence. Sorry about that. My puppy dog here. The school bus is coming by. I'll pick up the kids here in the morning, so the dog does bark. We did get a new puppy named Bella. A coonhound, tree climber, whatever, dog. It's coonhound specifically, but there was a tree climber or tree something added to the name of the actual breed. Anyways, we got a puppy dog, 10 months old. So she's awesome, adorable, that stuff. But she's different from our other dog that we previously had that barely barked at all, period. And yeah, so she's more vocal. But anyways, back to here. Sorry about the delay. I had to help my grandfather for a moment as he's waking up here this morning. I do take care of him here at home. But let me know in the comment section below what you think of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Do you think the Cavaliers made a mistake getting rid of as many players as they did, superstar players? Let me know in the comment section below. Welcome to like the video, smash the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. Like I said, the content is good. It's just sometimes people don't get to hear it or listen to it as much because of maybe that presentation, not being on camera, not otherwise, and other reasons. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. I will be back here shortly with my Riverdale reviewing theories, and go from there. Have yourself a great weekend. As always, take care.